How do you turn an ice chest freezer into a cold plunge? What's up, you guys, and welcome to the channel. I appreciate you being here. If you're wondering how to turn an ice chest freezer into a cold plunge, then I got you covered step by step in this video. But first, before we get started, please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe, whether you're watching from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. It really does help push the video out to more and more people who are wondering how to do something like this. So first and foremost, you're going to need an ice chest freezer. This is a 10.2 cubic foot Insignia ice chest freezer. I got this one at Best Buy for approximately $251. It was out of the box. They're usually roughly about $300, but this one was a floor model. It was out of the box. It had some bumps and dings on it, so I got it at a little bit of a discount. But you can get them at Walmart, Best Buy, pretty much anywhere for roughly around $300. It all depends on how much you want to spend and how big you want. Again, this one is 10.2 cubic feet. I'm 210 pounds, 6 foot, and I fit in it perfectly. If you want, you can take a quick look. I'm going to just angle this down right here. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, I get in and I fit in it just fine, just like this. Water level rises all the way up to my shoulders, and I fit in it perfectly. Obviously, I'm a little more buoyant when the water is in it, but yes, so obviously you will need an ice chest freezer in order to do this. First and foremost, you are going to need a few things in order to turn an ice chest freezer into a cold plunge. One of them is going to be a caulk gun like this, and you can get these at Lowe's or Home Depot for about 10 bucks is the cheapest one that I have found anyway. By the way, you guys, I will leave down in the description links to everything that I have here in order to turn the ice chest freezer into a cold plunge, as well as pump the water out and so on and so forth. We'll go into all kinds of details about it, but jumping back into it. So you will need a caulk gun. Now, as far as a sealer, because you do need to seal the inside of the ice chest freezer, they don't come completely sealed up, so you're going to need to get some form of sealant. Now, the best sealant that I found on the market for something like this is going to be Flex Glue, and I don't have it here to show you. I accidentally threw it away a couple weeks ago when I made this video before, and it was a complete disaster, so I'm deleting it and remaking it right here. But anyways, I will put the link in the description below, but you're going to need Flex Glue. The reason why you're going to need Flex Glue is because it's compatible with automotive and marine equipment and motor vehicles and things of that nature. It is designed to be submerged into water. Now, a lot of other sealants will say that they are water resistant and things of that nature, but if you look at the fine print, it says that they're not designed to be submerged underwater, specifically for long periods of time. So make sure you get the Flex Glue. It's made by Flex Seal. It is very important that you get that. You don't want your ice chest cold plunge to be leaking. It will be a disaster depending on where you have it. Not to mention, there are compressors and electrical components underneath the compressor. You don't want it to leak out onto those, and then next thing you know, the water becomes electrified and you try to get in it, get shocked, and go to the hospital and die, and you don't want that to happen. So anyway, for safety precautions and to keep the water in, make sure that you get some Flex Glue sealer. Aside from that, something else that you may want to consider, some of these ice chest freezers, not all, but they do have a drain plug in the bottom, and not all of them have a rubber seal around it to keep the bottom sealed and keep it from leaking. So if you have your ice chest freezer out on a patio or whatever the case may be outside, and you want to drain it to refill the water, to get fresh, clear water in there after a few weeks, it's something that I do. You can pull that drain plug and let the water drain out the bottom. Or if you don't want to do that, or your drain plug doesn't come with a rubber O-ring, you can seal it up like I did with the Flex Glue and get you something like this, which is a sump pump. It's a submergible pump. In fact, I just drained my ice chest freezer, which is exactly why I'm doing this video, because it's empty right now, and I figured it's the perfect opportunity to show you guys how to convert it into an ice chest or into a cold plunge. But this is a sump pump. It is amazing. I think it was like 30 bucks on Amazon. Again, I'll provide the link down bottom. It comes with a 16-foot hose, and it pumps out all the water within maybe 15 to 20 minutes. It's really not too bad. Now, last but not least, there is one other thing that you are going to want to get in order to turn your ice chest freezer into a cold plunge, and it is this. This right here is the Inkbird temperature controller. And as you can see right here, this is the temperature that I currently have it set at. It's obviously backwards on the camera, but it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And right now it's reading 60 degrees Fahrenheit because I have the ice chest freezer, the cold plunge empty right now of water. So it's at 60 degrees. But basically what this does is you set it at 45 degrees. And once it hits about 48 degrees temperature, it will kick on the compressor of the ice chest freezer and drop it back down to about 45, 44 degrees. Now, it does come with a heating receptacle and a cooling receptacle. You want to plug it into the cooling receptacle. Now, when you get in your ice chest freezer, just for additional safety precautions, make sure that you unplug it from the wall. Don't mind my wall and my disgusting door. This is my garage. Lastly, I got one other thing just as an added bonus for my cold plunge, and it's Mr. Krabs. He is also a thermometer just as a backup, and that temperature controller reads perfectly to Mr. Krabs here. So they match up every single time and absolutely love it. Now let's take a look inside the ice chest freezer cold plunge and how I sealed it up. All right, so here is the inside of the ice chest cold plunge. Let's take a look at the sealant that we got here. So the flex glue, like you can see, I got it all around all the edges. Now you don't need it over here where it wraps around because obviously there's no crack there for the water to leak out. But anywhere there's a crack, you want to make sure that you seal it completely up. Now there's no crack there, but I sealed it up anyway just to make it uniform. Just like that. It doesn't take long. Leave it to dry for about 24 hours or so, and it'll be nice and rubbery. It won't leak. Now you do also want to seal up the top here just like I have it, because there is a gap there as well. And when you get in the cold plunge, you're going to sit in it. Your body mass is going to displace the water, and the water is going to rise all the way up, and it will leak through. So you want to make sure that you seal up the top completely. Now that's also why I have this mark right here. This is where I fill the water up to, which is about 7 inches from here, from this crack here all the way to here. It's about 7 inches. I'm approximately 210 pounds, 6 foot, and when I get in it up to that point, it fills right up to here, and it doesn't overflow. And that's it. That's pretty much it. I hope that this was informative for you guys. That's pretty much how I keep it clean, as well as I empty it out. I drain it every 2 weeks or so and refill it. I put about a half a bottle of peroxide in there just to sterilize the water, make sure that it's clean. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other further questions, I'm happy to help you. Ask me in the comments below, shoot me a DM. Again, please like, share, and subscribe this, and come back for more videos on faith, family, and fitness. I got a couple other ones coming up on how to make your own TRX straps, because we don't all have that money, $150 laying around to go buy some TRX straps, and also your own medicine balls as well. So I got a bunch of how-to videos coming out hopefully soon as to how to do fitness on a budget. So be looking out for that. You guys have a wonderful, blessed, and great evening. God bless. Go in peace.